Hi, good morning. How are you doing? The Japanese government released the state of emergency of new variant coronavirus infection and changed it to new strict measures to prevent the spread of new variant coronavirus infection. There is so many criticize about this thing because people feel really skeptical about why the Japanese government made this decision to change the measure at this timing. We're suspicious that the government made this decision by looking ahead to uh, holding Tokyo Olympic Games 2 months later. Actually, the number of victims and number of patients suffered by the coronavirus infection tend to be reduced recently, but this is not really good timing. This is not really good timing to release the state of emergency because there are so many people haven't who haven't got vaccine, and there's so many people who haven't been tested of coronavirus. So there are potential number of victims or patients, infected people around Japan. So it's not really good idea to release the state of emergency at this timing, even though there is uh, uh, Tokyo Olympic Games 2 months later. Actually, it is less than 2 months until the Tokyo Olympic Games will start holding, but it's not really. Um, I think it is not really good idea to hold this Olympics in this really really bad situation. So probably the rele- the releasing probably the releasing the state of emergency of coronavirus infection this time is has probably objective, and probably the government is looking ahead to the Tokyo Olympic Games, and it and the government really wants to hold the Olympic Games at any cost, even though uh, the situation coronavirus coronavirus infection is really hard, really tough. I think this is recently the situation is really tough to hold the Olympic Games. So probably I just want to advise the government to try not to hold the Olympic Games this year.